Hello everyone, how are you all doing? This is Yix here at Magna Crypto, back again with another video. In today's video, I'm going to be looking at some crypto news and also breaking down a couple of altcoins. So sit down, relax, and let's get the show on the road. So first, what we have here is PayPal news. Very bullish. Last year they came out, with crypto features at the ready. They finally jumped on the crypto bandwagon, and it was I think this was just around the time that Bitcoin really started to take off past 10,000 towards 20,000. That's around the time when they announced that they were going to start onboarding, being able to purchase the likes of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin. And now they've taken it one step even further, which is very bullish to see. They're launching a crypto checkout, and they're going to allow US customers to pay with Bitcoin at millions of merchants. Now, we all know PayPal, you can use PayPal to pay at many things, most notably, in my opinion, eBay. So you can buy many products on there, and of course, PayPal in and of itself you can use to purchase many things. So that's essentially the announcement, and we could go through it, but that's literally what they're saying. People who have Bitcoin, Ether, and Litecoin Bitcoin Cash in their PayPal digital wallets will be able to convert them into fiat currencies at checkouts to make purchases. And this is the first time you can seamlessly, that's the key word, use cryptocurrencies in the same way as a credit card or debit card inside your PayPal wallet. So very bullish news. Continuing on with the NFT hype, Michael Jordan, amongst many other notable names, joins $305 million investment in firm behind NBA Top Shots. So Dapper Labs, which is the one behind NBA Top Shots, announced a $305 million investment round on Tuesday, today, from another batch of national NBA stars and a venture capital firm backing its runaway hit NBA Top Shots. Some of the other athletes include Kevin Durant, an investment VC, and many athletes. And the crazy thing is, with all this investment, with all the rounds that they've done, the reported funding round places Dapper current valuation at $2.6 billion. That's insane, and that just shows you not only, of course, it is extremely hyped right now, NFTs, but still for a company to be valued that much, which is mainly due to the NFT hype, NBA Top Shots, it's insane. But it's good to see. Of course, it's going to continue. So if we go to the actual website of Dapper Labs, we have, of course, NBA Top Shots, #1 DApp in the world, 3 million plus marketplace transactions, and 500 million plus in total sales. Of course, and then we have also Crypto Kitties, made by Dapper Labs, #2. So they have #1 and #2 spot. 1.9 million plus kitties born, 40 million plus in sales. And I've never heard of this, but Cheese Wizards, $250,000 plus in transactions, 670 ETH Big Cheese, and 4,470 Wizards sold. And I'm sure they'll continue to pump out some pretty cool dApps. What strikes me about this blockchain company is they seem to be creating products that are actually being used by people, by the public, and that's the key part, the public, not just crypto enthusiasts. So it makes sense why they've got so many people looking to invest in this company. And we have Flow. This is the blockchain company that's actually facilitating a lot of these NFT trades. So this is the engine underneath many of those projects. And here you can see as well, they have the USC, the official UFC collectibles lined up. So this is going to be pretty big, I think, as well. And it continues. So basically, this is a very good investment, I think, from the people that are involved. And also, this is only the beginning from what I understand. They're going to, I'm sure, venture into other industries like you saw, the UFC, and anything else that you can imagine that has real world assets that you can collect. I'm sure they're going to jump onto that as well. And I'm sure other smaller companies are going to start popping up as well that can do similar things like Dapper Labs. Moving on, we have more NFT hype. Now, this is an NFL star defensive back that plays for the LA Rams. And his name is Taylor Rapp, but he's basically creating an NFT to raise funds to support the anti-Asian, movement, because there's a lot of anti-Asian hate going on and crime going on in the USA. So very, very notable cause. But to separate the cause and the crypto side of it, people, many athletes, of course, and celebrities are using NFTs to raise funds. They see the hype, the value within it, and everyone is jumping on it. Of course, the hype is not going to stay at this level. No chance. I'm sure even the $2.6 valuation of Dapper Labs is very inflated. Maybe the real value is close to $1 billion. Who knows? We'll find out in the next 12 months. But still, for all this attention to go towards crypto is very, very good nonetheless. A lot of money is coming into the market, and a lot of that hopefully will be used, and I'm sure it will be used to develop the infrastructure within crypto. So very, very good to see. Last but not least, USDT. Now, for those who have been in the space for many years or a couple of years, know the scandalous background of USDT. There's been a cloud over Tether for a long time. Have they actually backed USDT fully? They've used a lot of language to conceal, whether it's really backed by all the billions that they've minted in USDT. Is it actually backed by real funds, or have they been just printing money without actually backing it? So there's been a massive cloud over the Tether company, and many people have been worried, including myself. Like I've actually moved a lot of my money that I have in stablecoins away from USDT because of the possibility of perhaps a run goes on in USDT and they're not able to produce the evidence for their reserves, and it could result in a USD imploding. So I've actually moved my the funds that I keep in stablecoins away from USDT onto others like USDC, because of the fact that there was always a huge cloud over it. So you don't really want to keep funds there if you're not certain that's going to stay there. So to see this, an actual audit being done by a verified third party, and for them to actually confirm, yes, they have their reserves as they've stated, is a very positive thing for the entire market, because it's used so much and a lot of money is held in USDT. If they were to go bust, something happens, that would be a massive setback for the market. So Tuesday's attestation is the first third-party verification Tether has produced, indicating its reserves match the amount of USDT in circulation since 2018. 3 years they haven't actually provided proof. The first from an actual accounting firm since September 2017. By far the least equivocal of the bunch. As such, it may help resolve some long-standing questions about the stablecoin's backing. Here you can actually see so these are the so-called audits, right? And these are the comments. Should not be used or relied upon by any third party, not for the purpose of providing assurance. This letter is provided without any liability. And finally, for the most recent one, in all material respects, fairly stated. So it's the closest we've come to actual proof. Moving on slightly, Tether plans to issue another attestation for March after it ends, followed by quarterly attestations thereafter. So we should start to see proof on a more regular basis. This is extremely bullish in my opinion. As I said, because there was such a long standing, there was such a cloud over Tether for such a long time. For this to be lifted is a weight off the shoulders of the market. Now moving over to some altcoins, I'm going to be looking at Algorand. To me, this is looking quite bullish. Now I did make a video of a breakdown of Algorand, and to me this is looking like it wants to form a cup formation, a cup and handle perhaps. But you can see this nice rounding bottom, the correction and the recovery, and it looks like once it gets to this point, potentially makes a handle formation as well, then it will be off to the next level, which is about 150, almost 200% to the previous all-time high, and then beyond. And then you can see a beautiful rounding formation actually. Once this is complete, then it will be in price discovery mode, and then Algorand will probably go to the moon. So this is looking quite lovely indeed. Next we'll have a look at Kusama. So in the last video I did mention it was just under $500, and I did say the bullish momentum would probably take it past $500 and potentially towards 600. So I said between 5 to 600 I can see it going past, because it wasn't showing any signs of slowing down. Now between these two levels, I thought this is where we're going to see a bit more clarity whether it can continue or actually start to slow down, because it has been on a long rally without any major correction. Now we have one candle here, but in my opinion, I'm looking for at least like 2 red candles, proper correction. So far it's following that what I'm predicting. So I'm thinking between 5 to 600 we're going to start seeing signs of potentially a slowdown. And of course I could be wrong, but that's what I'm betting on. Now full disclosure, I'm not actually holding any Kusama, but this is me just looking at it from a market breakdown perspective. Quick look at Bitcoin and Ethereum, and then we'll wrap this up. So as mentioned in previous videos, the correction was definitely over, and then we had a mini correction these 2 weeks, but this for me definitely signaled very bullish momentum. So I think this is going to get smashed through potentially this week or maybe next week, or we could have a little bit of consolidation around this level, around 58,000, before we continue on towards 60 plus. So we could have, so you see this high at 58, that is the key level. Once we get past this, once we actually close past this, that's when it's really going to fly. So I'm definitely looking forward to that, and I think it is going to be imminent. I'm thinking imminent this week or next week latest. So quick look at Ethereum as well. Also at a very important level, but the 1850 level, you can see it was acting as resistance here, and also some of the wicks over here. So once it gets past here, we've got another resistance at 1920. But similar to Bitcoin, once it gets past these resistance levels, I think it's going to be flying. Normally this bull run, they've been moving in tandem, so I expect this to continue, and this week or next week I think those two are going to start flying. So put your seatbelt on, this is about to really heat up. So that'll be the end of this video. Hope you got some value from that, and see you in the next one. Peace.